More than 5 years after the initial outbreak of cholera, people are still dying. Throughout this time, the UN has steadfastly refused to accept any responsibility for the outbreak, despite allegations that its peacekeepers brought the disease onto the island and infected water sources through their actions. While stopping short of admitting full responsibility, the UN now accepts that it played a role in the outbreak.
Over the past year, the UN has become convinced that it needs to do much more regarding its own involvement in the initial outbreak and the suffering of those affected by cholera. A series of options have been under consideration. The draft report and its recommendations that we have received from a human rights rapporteur will be a valuable contribution to the UN as we work towards a significantly new set of UN actions.
But lawyers representing the victims continue to insist the UN admission simply does not go far enough.
It's critical that the victims are at the forefront, that their voices are heard and are informing this process. And there still needs to be a public apology to the victims, to the tens of thousands of people who have suffered and who have lost family members as a result of this. There still needs to be compensation for the families and an elimination of cholera.
The partial UN backdown follows a scathing draft report by one of its own advisors, University law professor Philip Alston. Those who've seen the report say it states clearly that the epidemic would not have broken out if it wasn't for the action of the United Nations. The report goes on to state that the UN policy in Haiti is morally unconscionable, legally indefensible, and politically self-defeating. The report is expected to be made public next month, when it's understood the new UN Cholera Action Plan will also be revealed. Hanna, Jazeera, the United Nations.